After the age of 60, many of us notice that our bodies begin to change in ways we never expected. Simple movements that were once effortless start to feel strangely difficult. It can feel as though our own bodies are betraying us. Have you ever tried to stand up after sitting in your favorite chair for just half an hour, only to realize it now requires effort? You press your hands against your knees. You lean forward. You inhale deeply. And then slowly, almost painfully slowly, you push yourself upright. It feels like a small victory, yet deep down, you know this used to be effortless. Or perhaps you've noticed it when climbing the stairs at home. Once you hardly even thought about it. You'd carry groceries, chat with someone, and bound up the steps without concern. Now, halfway up, your legs feel heavy, almost like they're filled with lead. Your breathing quickens, your heart pounds. By the time you reach the top, you're winded, wondering when such a simple task became such a challenge. And sometimes it's not the stairs, it's not the chair, it's something as small as walking across the room with a glass of water. One moment, you're steady. The next, your knee buckles, your leg gives out. You stumble. You grab the wall for support, and you wonder quietly to yourself, is this just what aging feels like? Most people assume yes. They shrug and say, well, that's just getting old. But let me tell you something important. That is not the whole truth. Doctors now recognize that much of this weakness, this loss of strength, this instability, isn't just aging. It's a medical condition. It has a name. Sarcopenia, the gradual age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. And here's the frightening part. Sarcopenia doesn't arrive with flashing warning lights. It creeps in silently. There's no sharp pain like arthritis, no visible swelling, no clear injury to point to. It just quietly erodes your strength. Until one day, you realize you can no longer rise from your chair without help. Or that the stairs feel like a mountain. Or worse, that you've fallen and now need weeks of recovery. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. This decline is not inevitable. Science has shown that in many cases, these changes can be slowed, even reversed. And one of the most powerful solutions is shockingly simple. Not a surgery, not an expensive therapy, but the correction of specific vitamin deficiencies. Research has revealed that 3 vitamins, 3 nutrients that are often overlooked, are absolutely critical for preserving strength, stability, and energy after 60. Yet most older adults are deficient in them. And when these nutrients are restored, something remarkable happens. And when these nutrients are restored, something remarkable happens. Legs feel stronger. Balance improves, energy returns. Even everyday tasks, from standing up to walking across the street, suddenly become easier again. So, what are these vitamins? They are vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin B1. Each plays a unique and vital role in protecting your strength. And together, they form a powerful team. A trio that can help you regain not only your physical vitality, but your independence, your dignity, and your freedom. Let's start with vitamin D3. Think of your body as a powerful machine. Vitamin D3 is like the master switch, the command center that tells your bones, muscles, and nerves how to work together. It regulates calcium absorption, ensuring your bones remain strong. It activates receptors in your muscle cells, allowing them to contract with power. And it helps your nervous system transmit signals quickly and precisely so your balance remains sharp. But here's the challenge. After 60, our ability to produce vitamin D3 collapses. Our skin thins, reducing our ability to make vitamin D from sunlight. Our liver and kidneys, which convert vitamin D into its active form, slow down, and before long, we're running dangerously low. The results? Weakness in the legs, slower movement, trouble balancing, a higher risk of falls, and the devastating fractures that often follow. Now let's talk science. A study at the University of Birmingham gave older adults just 800 units of vitamin D3 per day. Within 5 days, their leg strength increased by an average of 19%. 19%. That's the difference between needing a hand to rise from the toilet and standing up on your own. That's the difference between stumbling on the stairs and climbing them with confidence. Experts recommend at least 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily for maintenance, and up to 2,000 IU under medical supervision if you already feel weakness. But remember, vitamin D3 is fat soluble. That means it must be taken with a meal that includes healthy fats like eggs, salmon, or avocado to be absorbed effectively. Now, let's move to vitamin B12. If vitamin D3 is the master switch, vitamin B12 is the wiring. It's what allows your brain to send clear, precise messages to your muscles. Without B12, those signals become scrambled, they slow down, and your muscles, especially in your legs, stop responding the way they should. That's why B12 deficiency often begins with strange sensations in the feet, tingling, numbness, or burning, almost as if you're wearing invisible socks. It's why some people feel like their legs are made of cotton, why balance falters, why walking feels less steady, and it's not just physical. Low B12 can also cause mood swings, irritability, memory issues, even mild depression. So why do deficiencies happen so often after 60? Because B12 absorption depends on stomach acid and something called intrinsic factor. Both decline as we age. And since B12 comes almost entirely from animal foods, meat, fish, eggs, dairy, anyone who eats less of these, whether by choice or because of dental or digestive issues, is at even higher risk. Oxford University researchers followed older adults with low B12. The results were shocking. They walked slower, had worse balance, and were twice as likely to suffer a fall within 1 year compared to those with normal levels. Twice as likely. That's why many doctors recommend 500 to 1,000 micrograms of B12 daily in the form of methylcobalamin, the active form your body can use immediately. And that brings us to the third member of this powerful trio, vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. If vitamin D3 is the master switch and B12 is the wiring, then B1 is the fuel. It converts the carbohydrates you eat into ATP, the very energy your muscles burn with every contraction. Without B1, your muscles starve for energy. They cramp, they fatigue quickly. Even a short walk leaves you winded. Climbing a few stairs feels like a marathon. And here's something many people don't know. Certain medications, like diuretics for high blood pressure, actually flush B1 out of the body. Even small amounts of alcohol interfere with B1 absorption. No wonder deficiencies are so common in older adults. Doctors typically recommend 50 to 100 milligrams of B1 daily for those showing weakness. It's water soluble, which means any excess is simply flushed out in urine, making it one of the safest supplements you can take. Now here's where it gets really exciting. When these three vitamins are combined, the effects multiply. Vitamin D3 strengthens bones and muscle fibers. Vitamin B12 keeps the communication lines clear between brain and muscle. And vitamin B1 fuels the system with energy. Together, they don't just support your legs, they restore your mobility, your confidence, and your freedom to move without fear. Here's how to take them for maximum effect. After breakfast, take vitamin D3 and vitamin B1. D3 needs the fat from your meal for absorption, and B1 will fuel your energy throughout the day. Then, after lunch, take vitamin B12. It boosts mental clarity and physical energy, helping you avoid that afternoon slump. And because it's stimulating, it won't interfere with your sleep. This simple routine creates a full circuit: ignition, wiring, and fuel, all working together. Of course, remember, more is not always better. Follow recommended doses and speak with your doctor, especially if you have liver or kidney conditions. The smartest approach is to get a simple blood test every 6 to 12 months to track your levels and adjust safely. Now think about this. How many falls could be prevented? How many hospital stays avoided? How much independence preserved simply by giving your body the nutrients it desperately needs? Imagine being able to rise from your chair without thinking about it. Imagine walking across the room without wobbling. Imagine climbing the stairs and feeling steady, strong, in control. That's what these 3 vitamins can help you achieve. Vitamin D3, the master switch. Vitamin B12, the wiring. Vitamin B1, the fuel. Together, they're not just supplements. They are a foundation for strength, confidence, and freedom. Because aging doesn't mean surrendering. It means adapting wisely. It means protecting your health with science, not guesswork. And it means choosing strength one simple step at a time. So my question for you is this: are you ready to take that step? Because the sooner you act, the sooner you'll feel the difference in your legs, in your energy, and in your life.